Alright, so today we're going to be making Valentine's Day cupcakes. I find it's always easier to work with your lighter colors first, so you want to condition your white clay and start making icing tops like this. Break off a piece, press it into your mold, and pop it out. So it comes out like that. Then out of your hot red, you want to make 3 tops as well, just like I did here. You then want to make your bottoms for your cupcakes. Breaking off a small piece, pressing it into the mold, and then popping it out. Simple. If your clay is ever too soft, you can stick it in the freezer for a few minutes and come back to it. If your clay is too soft, it's going to feel like mush more than clay, and if it's too soft, it's going to be harder to use because it'll, for Sculpey at least, it doesn't keep its shape as well, so you might need to mess with it. Another thing to keep in mind are if you're working with red clays, they are more likely to stain your hands. See, mine are turning a little pink there. So if you're working back and forth between red and a light color like white or even purple, the light purple that we're going to be using, you're going to want to wash your hands in between using those. Another thing to remember too is that if your mold is giving you trouble, like your clay is sticking to the inside of it, or you need a quicker release system, you can use flour or cornstarch to powder the inside, making sure you get in all the crevices there. So that when you put your clay in it, like so, it does not stick to the sides. Makes it easier to remove from your mold. You then want to make your 3 bases out of your chocolate colored clay. So now we have our 3 red velvet chocolate bottoms, 3 regular chocolate bottoms, 3 red icing tops, and 3 white icing tops. And now we want to make toppers. So you get a little heart cutter like I have, or you can make one, or again, Kemper cutters are available online or at your local hobby store. And you get your hot pink and your lilac, and you start cutting out hearts. Like that. And we poke them out with a toothpick. These are the 2 little toppers that you should be getting. 2 little hearts. Now you can make any kind of topper that you want Valentine's Day themed. You can make little roses. You would do that by taking your clay, taking a little piece, and just swirling it around itself, and then pinching the bottom so that you get little rosebuds. They're kind of hard to see, but again, I'll do that again. So you take a piece of clay, preferably a flat piece, and you just roll it up like you would, like you would crescent rolls, just around themselves. And you pinch the bottom, get that excess clay off, and you've got tiny little rosebuds. Or you could use, I think they're called seed beads. They're these teeny tiny little beads. I got these in a kit. You can use them as sprinkles. You can make your own sprinkles out of different kinds of, different colors of polymer clay. Later on I'll go on to talking about types of canes that you can make, fruit canes. If you do strawberries, you can put them on top, cherries, things like that. Flowers of different kinds, but we can talk about that all later. Right now we're just going to do basic hearts. So to attach the top icing part to your bottom, you take your bottom and you kind of just smush it on top without trying to ruin the texture that you got from your mold. If you can also bake them separately and then attach them with liquid Sculpey, that works too, because the liquid Sculpey acts as a glue. So top to bottom, you've got your little cupcake. So you want to do that to the rest. Remember, your red velvet will have your white top, or you can mix it around if you want your red velvet to have a red top. You can do whatever you want. Remember, any color you want. These are just suggested because it's Valentine's. So here are your two cupcakes. So when you put the toppers on, you're going to want to use your toothpick. It's just easier to pick up the little toppers. Remember, the toppers have not been baked yet, neither has the bottom cupcake. So you just want to put them on there however you find fit. If you just want to put one, you can put one. If you want to put both, like I did with this one, you can. And you just kind of mold, pressing gently as to not destroy the topper or the cupcake, but hard enough so that the topper sticks to the cupcake. If you want to use a little translucent liquid Sculpey, you can at this point, because again, it'll act as a glue. And there you go.